Hello, once again, as I always start with, say, what is your story? Today I'm going to talk about something near and dear to my heart, which is tattoos. Um, Many people these days get tattoos a lot, and today it's actually a very trendy thing to do. And there's many reasons for why people get tattoos. A lot of people get them just because they like the imagery. Some of them they like to treat their body like a canvas. Then there's people such as myself, which is a mixture of the three things. Which the third thing is to tell the story of their life. And a lot of my tattoos are to do that. Um, I have, overall, I say five because my two sleeves basically connect. And I consider them all one. So, which is what I have is I have my right arm, I call it sort of a redemption sleeve. Whereas with everything that I've been through in my life, it's a very cathartic way of taking care of myself is by having these tattoos. So to me, there are constant reminders of things that have happened in my life and how, because of them happening, I allowed myself to heal. So with the angel on my shoulder, it's there because at a time in my life when my uncle passed away, I was not doing very well in school. I was comparing myself to quitting, getting out of it, just giving up. And I didn't. And at the time, I did a lot to change who I am. And because of that, it was a very positive outlook. And it's one of the things that I built on from the start of my life. And that was one of the things that symbolized it, is the fact that it started there. And then as I went through life and to do healing, and part of my healing to become a survivor of sexual abuse was I tattooed Minos from Dante's Inferno, which anybody who wants to read Dante's Alighieri, René Alighieri's Divine Comedy, which is a very interesting three-book series, which has nothing to do with comedy, but it's a very well-written book, has a lot to do with Catholic mythology, which I guarantee some people may find interesting to read. I have a very famous piece of art tattooed on my forearm that basically is a reminder to me, which is a very cynical thing for me to do, but it's a reminder that in the end, no matter what, because I never had a chance to confront the person who abused me, to me, it's a symbolic that in the end, all things, all of us face our judgments. And whether there is a heaven or hell, I'm not entirely sure. I'm a spiritual person. I believe there's a lot beyond this world. I'm just not going to deal with that right now. That, to me, even in the end, at the last moment in his death, I like to think that he had a chance to self-reflect and self-repent. And to me, it's a redemption. And then my left arm, which is just the life cycle of a river, it's my passion. I'm a huge nature buff. I love fighting for causes of conservation and helping the earth and a lot of other things, which is something I really enjoy doing. And it's the first love. It's why I am in my career. And it's just who I am. So it tells a story. Both arms tell the story of who I am. And then from there, I've got three others. Two of them don't really mean anything. One of them's my first tattoo. It was related to Tester tattoo. Looked cool at the time. I liked it. There's nothing really else to it, but it does. It's a memory of the first tattoo and what started off. The tattoo on my hand, which is a coffin, it has relation to the Dark Tower series by Stephen King. You can look it up. It's from the Big Coffin Hunters, from the fourth book, Wizard of Glass. It's just me being a nerd. And then the final one is I actually have my old dog Roscoe tattooed on my chest. I'll go into more detail about him. He really was someone who taught me a lot about patience and how to train and how to learn and how to love when you are misunderstood. And he was very misunderstood of a dog. And because of that, he really taught me a lot about myself and a lot about how animals work and how he worked. And in the end of it, we loved each other quite a bit. And that was one of my favorite things about him. And eventually I had to give him up due to a lot of external circumstances. It happens. But I did a lot of fighting to make sure that he is in a very, very happy home now. So that's just a small portion of my tattoos. I have a lot more planned, a lot more that will tell my story of who I am, and all of them I want to be a positive outlet so that when people ask me, hey, why do you have that tattoo? I'm very open to explaining why and the reasons for it and how it healed me and how it helped. So in the end, as I always ask, this is my story makes me strong, so in the end I always ask the same thing, what is your story?